Now, it's no secret that video games exploded onto the scene in the past decade, and it's only going to keep going higher as the era of technology keeps progressing. If you can understand this one fact, you can capitalize on so much. Foresight is such an underrated skill. It's actually the #1 determiner for success of investors. The meteoric rise in video games can be attributed to 2 things. The first is, like I said, the advancement in digital era and the closer we get to virtual reality. And the second is the increase in human population. It's pretty obvious when you think about it. The exponential growth in human populations creates more kids and teens. Combine this with the development of technology, then you have a world that's getting closer to virtual reality and singularity. What do kids and teens want to be nowadays? Influencers, Instagram models, whatever that means, TikTokers, YouTubers, Twitch streamers. And a part of that is because human beings are creative at heart. Yo, I don't care who you are or what you say, no human being is inherently born to want to be stuck in an office doing paperwork and making spreadsheets. That goes against the biology of human beings. With the rise in gaming and esports, so many kids and teens want to be either streamers or pro gamers. Playing games for a living, there's no bigger dream for kids. And for those that look down on video games, listen, it's just another avenue of entertainment. I mean, you watch people read lines that the ugly people wrote for them in movies. You watch people throw a ball around and tackle each other. People have literally made careers out of eating food or watching other people's videos. At least with video games and esports, there's a skill and a craft involved. Entertainment is entertainment. It's just the era we're in. Now personally, I think it's a double-edged sword. Like I said, so many kids and teens want to get into gaming. And I'm all for creatives. Video games can change your life essentially. You either have to be really good at the game or really entertaining in order to turn that dream into a reality. Or just jump into a hot tub wearing close to nothing, but besides that, again, you either have to be really good or really entertaining. However, there is a dark side to this meteoric rise in video games and exponential interest in it. Now I want to be clear, everyone, and I mean this, has the capability of turning video games into a career. It may come more naturally for others, but everyone can do it. However, less than 99% actually will. Wanting an outcome but not wanting what it takes will never work out. We can all want a bunch of things, but it doesn't mean it's gonna happen. So here's the dark side I'm not addressing. Remember what I said about virtual reality? Of course you did, I said it like a minute ago. The reason why video games are so addictive is because it gives you something else to conquer without any risk. Kids and teens just don't want to exist in reality anymore. Whether it's social media or video games. Actually, not even just kids or teen, hell, I'm talking about even young adults to adults here. The more socially inept society becomes, the more drawn they are to technology. Virtual reality is on the precipice of exploding into the mainstream culture. Just think about it, the real world sucks, and as a kid, you don't want to go out and interact. If life is sucking for you in reality, maybe you can try your luck in virtual reality and create a persona that you want to be on social media. I remember I used to play League of Legends a good amount back in high school and a little bit in college. Just quickly, for those that don't know, League of Legends is basically a 5-on-5 game where you choose champions and you try to strategize the best way possible to take the other team's nexus. One game averages around 35 to 40 minutes. And there was a period of time where losing a game would actually make me mad for a good 5 minutes in real life. And winning a game was like a quick shot of dopamine, but it wasn't real. I was playing without a purpose. Wasn't even playing for fun or to relax anymore. Again, if you want to do something like be a streamer or pro gamer or esports player, then by all means go for it. And there's nothing wrong with playing with your friends for a few hours on a Friday or a Saturday night. As a matter of fact, some of the best Friday nights as a kid or a teen, and almost every guy can attest to this, are those nights where you're playing with friends on a Friday night. But the point is, you play because there's a goal, there's an objective, a reason, a purpose. You're bonding, you're interacting with people, you're relaxing, you're having fun. But the worst part about video games is that it can easily get you to a point where you're just mindlessly playing for no reason or purpose. It's actually kind of similar to scrolling on social media, but the dangers of video games are different because you get to create specific reward systems. And this is extremely dangerous for the main demographic of people really into video games. You know, a bit nerdy, socially awkward, not really good with people, not good at communicating, low self-esteem. Not everyone obviously, but this is a large demographic of gamers. Which is why soft-ass Twitch banned the words incel, virgin, and simps. I mean, why do you think hot tub streams with girls in bikinis at 1 AM writing the names of subscribers on Twitch became a thing? Because those girls understood that the large demographic of Twitch viewers or young people really into video games are the ones that'll donate to these e-girl streamers just to have their donations read and their existence acknowledged by this person they idolize. For that specific demographic of people, life and reality in the real world isn't that great. And the natural progression is to get on video games, where you can conquer that instead with no risk safely behind your screen. Cause what happens if you die in a video game? You just respawn. What happens if you lose? You just queue up for the next game. There's no risk, and when you win a game or accomplish a goal, you're simulating that same feeling of success in real life. However, like we all know, it's not real. This is why people get so angry when they lose, but so happy when they win, but it's all a lie. In video games, you create goals for yourself just like in real life, only those goals aren't real. You create them to give yourself a chase, a purpose, a reason, When I played League of Legends, I wanted to get to a certain rank so bad. And every time I lost a game, I would lose points, and every time I won, I would be closer to that goal. And after hours of grinding after school and Saturdays, I finally ranked up. And there was this certain feeling, I know everyone has felt this, where it felt good for about 5 minutes, but then afterwards you kind of have this empty feeling of, is that it? And then you fall back down to reality where it doesn't mean a damn thing. And these imaginary goals that you created for yourself in video games was just an excuse to keep chasing that dopamine. To give yourself a reason, a chase, a purpose, to pass the time, to escape reality. However, like I said earlier, there's a way out now. Because again, video games became an avenue of entertainment. There is now a justification and not just an empty purpose created to fill a void you're missing, but that justification is to practice and get better so you can pursue a future in video games. And again, if that's what you really want, go for it. You either have to be really good or really entertaining and have a personality. And it's always good to see creatives good at what they do and excel. But like I said, the worst thing is when you're mindlessly playing without a purpose to pass time. Because reality in life sucks. So you'd rather go and try and conquer video games instead. Creating fictional goals to fill a void in your life. Where you're not playing to bond with friends, you're not playing to actually further a future in video games, you're just playing to pass time. To get these quick hits of dopamine by winning games. But at the end of every day, you log off, you turn your computer off. And then you lay in bed with this feeling of emptiness. That empty feeling after playing a game becomes vividly stronger. And then you're forced to be confronted with those feelings and thoughts that you were running from as you were playing. And that's ultimately the dark side of video games that 99% of people who are addicted to fall into. Because they're just mindlessly playing without a reason or a purpose. And that's the point you never want to get to. And video games make people extremely susceptible to that. Again, I'm glad that video games and esports have exploded onto the scene. Because it's another avenue of entertainment and creatives. So good for anyone that succeeded in it. However, what's worrisome is the 99% of people that are using it as justification for their mindless addiction, in which they know it's not going anywhere. So yeah, you just have to be extremely cognizant of that side of video games. Anyways, if you guys liked the video, leave a like, comment, or sub. And with that said, make sure you guys stay true. Talk to you guys real soon. Peace.